Hello everyone, hope you find my video in good health. Today I'm going to draw iris. This is the paper which I'm going to use. You can clearly see the texture. Firstly, I'm creating a base layer. I'm using a dried brush, blending stem and a charcoal powder. Now adding the dark values. For this I'm using a soft charcoal pencil and a charcoal stick. I'm blending the area with a brush. Now filling those parts of the iris where the darker tones are needed. I use 3 tools for blending. I don't know whether the third one is a tool or not, but I consider it as a tool. The first one is blending stem, the second one is the dried soft brush, and the third one is soft tissue paper. Whenever you want to achieve some very smooth, or you can say extra smooth tones of shading, then I can say the tissue paper comes really very handy. It really provides you very smooth blending and a very good effect of shading. But sometimes it doesn't work with the charcoal because charcoal is so dry and so rough. It really damages the surface of the paper and eventually the drawing get also spoiled, leaving some patches on different areas, so it is not a good idea to use tissue paper with charcoal at all. Till now in this drawing I have created the good base and I have also added some highlights. Now I am adding some depth into my sketch. You can clearly see how I am adding the little thin depth, little thin details, and how I have added the highlights. In this whole process I'm following a very specific technique. That is my personal technique. Remember that art has no rules. Go for what suits you the best. I always try to explore different techniques to fit in with my style. So let's come to the point which technique I'm actually using in this total process. I'm firstly providing the base and then adding the detail and then creating highlights and then adding the depth, or I can say the darker value, and then I keep blending them and I keep repeating the process again and again. Means I kept adding the highlights and then kept adding the darker values, the shadows, the details, and kept blending them again and again until I get a very fine result with my drawing. One more thing that is actually really important and matters a lot is your patience. Or it wouldn't be wrong to say that art actually tests your patience. Mostly beginners get frustrated of the slowly progress in the art and they want sudden result. That is actually not possible with art. Everyone can do art, but you should have passion for art and you should be in love with art. In the end, you can clearly see that I have used white gel roll pen to create some prominent and sharp highlights. But they were looking so sharp, so I blended the ends of the highlight. So this is the final result. I made this iris with charcoal, a full charcoal drawing. I hope you liked and I hope you get something new to hear. Thanks for watching. If you did like my video, don't forget to subscribe. See ya!